YouTube, Damer_23 here, and welcome back to episode number 56 of A Glory Hunter. Since we last met, we have got 103 points in the league. We've obviously won the Italian Coppa again, and are on track to do the treble. If you have enjoyed the content, give it a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have, of course, got today Mauricio Pochettino's men, Newcastle, here in Austria in the Champions League final. Without further ado, let's go and have a look at their side because I am in line to maybe take their job if they get the sack. As you can see here, Pochettino in 10th, very, very precarious position. If you have a look at Newcastle, have a look at their recent run of form. If this game was played on paper, we would absolutely smoke them. They have not won since Leeds in the league. They've not won since, Leicester in the league. Since then, all their other wins have been in the FA Cup or in the Champions League, and have lost or drawn in the league, which is fantastic. It is very, very good to see. Now, with that being said, team's in pretty good shape, but I do think we are going to go and start more pragmatic here as well. I have noticed a little bit of a trend that, it's Serie A, so it's maybe not that much, but I just feel like 4-3-3 sides have a little bit of against us. Like Barcelona, we struggle to break them down. Real Madrid had some issues against them as well. Bayern, but I guess they're really strong sides. So maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into that. I'm going to start Diamond, but if I find we're struggling, I am going to move into the 4-3-3 here as well. With that being said too, let's have a look at Newcastle and how they got here. They've had a pretty good run themselves. Made it through these phase. They knocked out Inter, who's our adversaries that we've been beating. They knocked out Chelsea, who, by the way, didn't lose a game up until knocking us out in the final of the Conference League, the Europa League, sorry. They then went into the Champions League last year and lost the final to Barca, and this year did not lose a game until the 3-0 loss that they suffered here, which, look at this Newcastle side, they're mental. They're mental. Osimhen, Isak, Pino, Leroy Sané, playing in a 10 or an 8. Guess he can play it as an advanced playmaker. Fair enough. I wouldn't do that if I was there. But sure. Sivert, Bellingham, Morgala, who... Very interested that he starts. He's actually grown a lot better than what I thought. He's at Munich, in 1860 Munich, which I've done a save with previously, and he grows a little bit. And is a very, very good footballer. Then they've got Nuno Perez, Lacroix, Frimpong, Katker. Look at some of the names here. Milinkovic, Bruno, Merlin, Ugrate. Yeah, they're a good side. So look, Newcastle. If this game was played on paper, having a look at this squad, they've still got guys that, sailmakers, Giovanni Reina, Alberto and Morala as well. Graden Cole's not there, unfortunate. But yeah, look, they're a very good side. Have a look at the money they spent: 160, 255, 146, 113, 84. It's a lot of money. They probably deserve to be here. But they're in 10th and they have no form. We really should be winning it. Now, I've also applied for the Wolfsburg job, but this episode's not about that. I want to knock off the Champions League now so we can get out of Italy, give ourselves an extra year if we need to go to Germany, Wolfsburg, or, if we don't win the FA Cup first year round of Newcastle, we can look to win it there as a, second year round. We'd love to get the Newcastle job, win the FA Cup, somehow finish 6th, so we get the Europa League and then win the Europa League with Newcastle would be great. With that being said though, our team's full strength bar Markolenko out at left back. So it's Manigan Kaluza, Debo Tomori, Markolenko, Bencor, Tonali with Fratesi, Bruno, Victor Roque and Leao, Olmo off the bench if needed in order to change the game. We'll say that even though we got to 103 points, Bruno had a bit of a knock, so not 100% fit. If this game was played on paper, we would win. It's not played on paper. If it was played on recent form, we would win. But it's not played on recent form. It's going to be the game competing a world-class side in England with a world-class team versus us. It's going to take nothing into the fact that these guys are in the worst form of their lives and they sit 10th in the Premier League. On paper, it doesn't get easier than this to win the Champions League final. However, look at that starting 11. World-class players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Osimhen not 100%, I will say, but look how good he is. Look how good Isak is. Pino, Sane, it's ludicrous that he's playing in the 10. Sivert is out of this world. I've used him this year. Bellingham. Morgala's actually very good at left back or at centre back, whichever way you play him. Milinkovic, Lacroix, Jerry Frimpong, Katker is a pretty good keeper. How Nuno Perez doesn't start, because he's better than the one I used last year. Jesus, he's good. Bruno Gomes doesn't even get in the team. Manuel Ugray, yeah, okay, they're a good side. Let's not scare ourselves too much. going to be them in the black and the white. We're going to be in the gold, actually, judging from that. We are in the gold. I guess because we can't wear black and red, even though I think we could get away with it. Can't wear white because they're in black and white, and that's their predominant base colour. So we're in the third kit gold, which that doesn't bode well because we haven't really played in the gold kit. For me, it's going to be about this thing. Possession and chances created. And at the minute, we have struggled. Frimpong corner. Headed away. Only as far as area pin. I've just realised I left for Tezzy as an advanced playmaker on attack. And we concede. We concede from the set piece. This is great. It's 1-0. It's not good. We're being dominated. Alright, Bruno, ball in. We need to score quick. Tadibo heads, Katker saves. Good keeper. Some life. Didn't expect to get dominated like this against Newcastle of all teams, to be fair. Frimpong. Civet. Frimpong. Cuts it. Osimhen. Heads the bar. Manigan left it. That's odd. So we had a chance which Katko saved and they leave it down the other end. We're getting dominated here. Alright. I was going to say, I'm going to switch 4-3-3 just to stop being dominated here. 50 minutes in, we're lucky not to be 2 or 3-0 down. The Debo heads only as far as Isaac. They are all over us here. Civet. What a ball. We should be 2-0 down. Great save, Manigan. Alright. Before anything happens, we are getting fucking raped. How is this happening? Rightio. Inside forward on the side. There we are for Tezzy. Box the box. This is not right. We're one of the best teams in the world and they sit 10th in the Prem and we're getting absolutely licked. 4-3-3, we haven't used it too much this season, but we have done it in times when we've been not great and it has worked. We've got the team to play it. Just get on the ball, start getting on possession now. We've only had 37% of the ball with no real chances. I need to get us on the ball. I need to get us starting to play. Get us into the game. Starting to get some possession back, which is good. It's a corner though. We are getting dominated. Wow, if Morgala scored that, then that was game over. 35 minutes played. Throw in Kalu. Victor Roque. Rafael Leao has picked up a knock. That's not good. Kalu, Tonali, Tadibo. Tonali, looking for Rafael Leao. Gets there, has to finish. Katker, what a save. What is with our strikers missing big chances in big games? It happens a lot. Michaelenko Tamori. We'll say that this movement of the 4-3 has made us a little bit better, which is good. Ismail Benacour, Tonali, Victor Roque. Great ball looking for Bruno. Headers, but to no one in particular. And Civet has all the time in the world. Not one midfielder near Civet. Ismail Benacour wins the ball back at least. Michaelenko. David Fratesi has to go out the other way. Tonali drops in nicely. Poor. How he thinks Bruno's going to get on that is ridiculous from Tonali. Bruno wins that back though at least. Ismail Benacour, Fratesi. Rafael Leao drops in. Good touch. Bruno now needs some runners. Tonali picks a pass. Roque, great touch. Katker somehow, what a save. Deflection dives backwards, puts it into the bar. What a save from Katker in there. Wow, it should be 1-1. What a save for the Newcastle keeper. We saw enough in that to come back into this. But yeah, not great at the minute at all. Tonali is now injured. Rightio. Danny Olmo, you're going to come in and actually go from a deeper role and go an advanced playmaker on attack with a centre mid on attack. Rafael Leao is going to come out. Don't really have too many wingers. Mose Keane, though, can play off the right as an inside forward for sure. Need a moment. It's not really happening here. This needs to probably be a goal. Mose Keane now. They've been really good, Newcastle. This will be an FMing if we somehow get back into this. Which, to be fair, I don't see us doing it. Isaac, Mugala, Mose King does well. Kalu, Fratesi, Danny Olmo, Mose King. Keeps it with Kalu. Inside was on to Devo. Ismail Benacour. Fratesi. Ball and a half. Roque needs to score. Come on. 1-1, 63rd minute. We get a go out of nothing. Great build-up play. Great movement. The 4-3-3 has trapped them in their wide areas. Has allowed us to get back on the ball because we had 40% possession. They were dominating us. And what a ball from Fratesi. And what a run from Roque. Great finish. 1-1. Ismail Benacour, Fratesi, Kalu, goes on a run, still going on a run, holds it up, back to Ismail Benacour, on the base, at the base, Danny Olmo can turn, great ball to Michaelenko, Victor Roque hits the post. That close to taking a lead. We're starting to dominate all of a sudden. Bruno Fernandes, set piece, back stick. Mose Keane heads over. Oh, we're on them now. We're on them now, boys. Here we go, Taylor two halves, and now they've got a set piece. Sane, Osimhen, there's a difference. There's a difference. Victor Roque hits the post and they score. Of course they fucking score. Danny Olmo out there, his name is Tisney. Of course, so against the run of play, after we've dominated the whole last 15 minutes, there's a goal. Wowzers. You have to be kidding, right? Set piece, Danny Olmo. Backstick ball. Cleared away. Frimpong on the break. He's that quick, we're not going to touch him. Fratesi does win it back. Tisney. Tamori. Michaelenko. Tamori. Tadebo. Kalu. We've been really good here. Good run. Fratesi. Danny Olmo touches it in. What a move, what a ball, what a finish, 2-2. Back to positive. What a game. Tadebo, Kalu, what a ball. We absolutely annihilated the defence here. Great run from Fratesi, great touch, and Danny Olmo touches home. 2-2. Is there going to be a winner? 6 minutes of added time. Rightio. It's been good. Fratesi's dead, but he's having a worldie. Kalu for Calabria, I think, makes a lot of sense. Tadebo's dead. I'm going to bring in John Stones. Start the extra time period. The 4-3 staying now. Calabria finds Stones. Tamori. Stones. Fratesi. Tamori. Stones. Calabria. Mose King. Fratesi. What a ball. Roque. Moments. From 1-0 and 2-1 down, we lead 3-2 in the 98th minute in the Champions League final. What a final. The 4-3-3 has come to the rescue because the 4-1-2-1-2 in 20 minutes, we should have been 3-0 down and out of it like Liverpool were in 05. But here we are. What a finish, Victor Roque. Mugala, Jeremy Pina. Thing is, they're world class and they've got people there that can do a job. That's a ball and a half towards Sane. Heads home. Was he offside? I think he was offside, personally. You can't see if they're celebrating or not. They're too far away. I haven't celebrated, so I think this is off. Come on. Switch on, boys. Switch on here. Good ball, to be fair. Just off. Isaac was miles off, too. Poor keeping for Manigan. Came out and got nowhere near it, too. Ball has to go out here. Calabria is there. All right. Need runners into this space, Mose King. Fratesi's going again. Fratesi loves it. That sent him on an attack roll. I haven't really used it too much with this side. Anyway, headed away only as far as Danny Olmo. Ismail Benacour. Tisney drops in the wonder kid. Does well. and then gives it away. So as I say, he does well, gives it away. Michaelenko was the right pass, just didn't play it in front of him. Katko goes out there to Bomba. Sane. David Calabria heads to Manigan. Got time. Very quick from Manigan, which is fine. Tisney drops in again. It was good shimmy before his bad pass. Omo drops in nicely. Michaelenko thumps one. Roque passing a tired defence. Victor Roque. Oh, what a block from Perez. Nuno Perez. He's got great speed, Nuno Perez. I can't really say too much. That Roque did wrong there. Nuno Perez is a very good defender. Look, if this is as good as this Newcastle side's going to play, mate, I'm moving and winning the FA Cup if we hold on. Fratesi, Ismail Benacour, David Calabria, Stones. There we go. Half time of extra time. They've gone narrow. Do I match them is the question. Do I match them is the question. Do I match him is the question. I don't think we do, but I do think we go to a box-to-box now. And an advanced playmaker and support. I just don't want to overcommit the midfield too much. Just defend. Don't get caught off your line. Victor Roque is dead. He's had a good game. I don't particularly want to take anyone really off. We're going to change a few roles here. Start time wasting slightly. Highlight. If we get through this highlight, we're going to time waste completely. Michaelenko, slight bit of time wasting, which is good. It's a minute of stoppage time, plus we're 30 seconds away from the hour 120. Omo wins this. A goal right now. Victor Roque to win the Champions League. Falls straight into you, Guy Katker. Highlight again. I'm going to try and time waste and make a sub, man. Michaelenko, Ismail Benacour. Sane wins it. It's now or never. This is it. This is the moment. Sane, cleared by Stones. Well done. Mose Keane thumps one away. Doesn't just thump it. Omo then thumps one away. It's just get the ball as far up the field as possible. We are 20 seconds from a Champions League final win. But here come Newcastle. With a ball and a half. Tamori does well. Calabria heads. Fratesi thumps it out of play. Ismail Benacour for Odanenko. I don't know if Ismail Benacour can take a pen or not. Actually got 12 penalty taking. That's fine. Just do that. Just do that. Just do that. Just do that. Just time waste, please. That ball's out of play. Just time waste. Make that time wasting change. Ticket off the charts, boys. What a pulsating final. We had to switch into 4-3-3. Credit Newcastle. And to be fair, if that's what we can do, imagine what the midfield of Bellingham and Co could be like. Ooh, that's tasty. With that being said though, boys, it's Newcastle 2. It's AC Milan 3 in extra time. We were 1-0 down and 2-1 down. But we are Champions League winners in the save. We were the best team in the world. I said that we were. And well, we've done it. And we did it the hard way. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Knocked them all out. And then the player midfield, that was Bellingham and Osimhen and Sivert and, there was a lot going on in there, wasn't there? Who's this Ricky guy? I didn't even know. If that's who they're bringing on, they have issues at depth. I think that's Newcastle's problem. They don't have depth. But yeah, look. That's a comeback. That is superb. To switch into the 4-3-3 was massive. We needed to do it. I have done that before in a few games. We've done that before in a few games for sure. Board is delighted with the vision. Liao's out injured. I don't care. Aloy makes history. Great to know. We get 18 mil for that. We get paid out here. Biggest overachievers were ourselves for winning it, even though I think we're odds on favourite, to be fair. And there we are, which means that officially, job security, Newcastle's available. Bait, apply it. Yep, thank you. I want the Newcastle job. Are we favourites for the Newcastle job centre? We are. The team that we just knocked out, we're favourites for. The team we just knocked out, we are favourites for. Is that my next step? Is Newcastle the next place to go to win the FA Cup? We going back to England to play with Jude Bellingham, Sivert, Sane, Pino, Isaac, Osimhen? I think so. But we'll wait and we'll see. Till next time, thank you very much, guys. It's been a great episode. Next episode may be the European Invitational International Final. Don't care too much about it, but if we make the final against Pep Guardiola's men, we've got him in the semi. I might give you that game and say, here's my France squad. This is how good we are. And on top of that, as well, just maybe, we might have a new job to look at during that episode. We'll see. Till next time, thank you very much, guys. And goodbye.